Hello everyone, I'm back once again with the next video, and today we are going to talk about some of the perquisites which we can add in the package. In my last few videos, you have understood how to frame the CTC. Now in the CTC, we add different components, allowances, perks, but today's video is more about two perquisites. We will be discussing if the employer is giving house to stay and if the employer is giving car, then what are the tax obligations on the employee? So today's video is just to discuss about two perquisites, car and house to stay. Let's go and let's start learning. Hi guys, let's now talk about the first perquisite of the session, that's house to stay. If an employer decides to give the house to stay to the private employees, what are the tax implications? The perquisite's house to stay is a heavy tax perquisite on the employee. First, we have to see where the house is situated and who is owning the house. Is the accommodation being owned by employer or is the accommodation being leased by the employer? And also we have to see where the house is situated. Assume the house is situated with the population area of 10 lakh and is owned by employer. Then 7.5% of the salary here means all the cash emoluments, means gross, minus any gratuity, minus employer contribution to PF. So overall you can say it's a gross. So 7.5% of gross is taxable to the employee. Yes, the valuation is 7.5% of the gross and it is taxable to employee. And if the house is situated between the population of 10 to 25 lakh, then the valuation is 10% of the gross and again it is taxable to employee. What about if the house is situated above the population area of 25 lakh? Then the valuation is 15% of the gross and it is taxable to the employee. And what's the second scenario when the house is not owned by employer? So in that case, we see 15% of the gross or rent paid by the employer, whichever is less, that will be taxable to employer. So whenever the employer decides to give a house accommodation to the employee, it comes with a tax liability to the employee. Depends upon whether the house is owned or leased, and also it depends upon the area. So that was the first thing of the session, that we have to see if I am giving accommodation to my employee, is it free for the employee? Yes, it's free, but it comes with a tax liability. Now let's talk about the second perquisite. If you have decided to give a car, so if any employer is giving a car to the employee, then what are the tax implications of that? Now the car can be given for the different purpose, like you can give the car for the personal purpose, you can give the car for the official purpose, you can give the car, normally when we give the car for both the purposes, partially for office and partially for personal purpose. When the car is being used by these two things, for both of these things, then we have to see who is bearing the expenses of wear and tear, petrol. If employer is bearing the cost, so whatever the actual valuation or actual cost employer is accruing or paying plus wear and tear cost, the employer will put it in the package. Let's say I have given a Swift, or I have given a one car below 1600cc engine to my employee, and I have just entered in the package 20,000 rupees yearly as my cost, which will happen on the car. I am bearing as an employer the cost. So if I am putting 20,000 rupees and I am giving the car which is less than 1600cc engine, then only 1800 per month is tax exempted to the employee. Rest all amount is taxable to employee. If you are giving a big car, then 2400 per month is tax exempted. Rest all is taxable. Same way, if you are giving a car only, but wear and tear, petrol, everything is maintained by the employee. So whatever the car valuation you will add in the package, and because all the expenses are being bared by the employee itself, that's why only less tax exemptions. Up to 1.6 liter cc engine 600 per month, exceeding 1.6 liter cc engine 900 per month. So whenever you are giving a car, you have to have very clarity that whether the car is given for official purpose, personal purpose, or both purposes. Now please try to give for both the purposes. And if you, whatever the expenses you have decided that approx expenses you usually add in the package, the entire amount, if I'm adding 50,000, that 50,000 is not fully taxable. Only depend upon that whether car is a small or a big. For smaller car 1800 per month, for bigger car 2400 per month is tax exempted. Rest all amount is taxable. I hope you have liked today's video and you have understood that if I am giving a house to the employee to stay, or if I am giving a car to the employee to stay, it comes with a tax liability to the employee. Depend upon, for the car, we have to see how big the car is, exceeding 1600 cc engine or a smaller than 1600 cc engine. Accordingly 1800 and 2400 per month. But in the case of a house, we have to see where the house is situated, and accordingly the tax exemption is given. If you have liked today's video, hit like, comment, do let me know what are the topics you want me to record, and don't forget to watch our website www.theskilldeck.com and do attend our live courses to have more such learning. I'll see you in the next video. By then, take care. Bye bye.